It's a little bit later in the day than I wanted to get started, but that's okay. No, not that I wanted to. Um, I love ice. I just had some other things to do earlier today, and I'm really glad that I got these things taken care of. Um, Pardon my lack of it's not lack of enthusiasm. Trust me, it's just I'm overcoming a bit of a cold. Had a really bad sore throat, bit of a fever the last few days, so feeling a lot better today compared to the last few days. So I'm really grateful for that. Um, I there's a number of topics that I want to talk about today, but just what's really standing out for me is just overcoming resistance to doing the thing. Um, and I'm going to link his episode in the bio because recently Dr. Andrew Huberman, who I've given a shout out to before, met with Stephen Pressfield, who's an author also, who talks about overcoming resistance. And I just found it so refreshing and so insightful and just so important to how I've been feeling these last couple of weeks. Because I was thinking about this, and I was talking to my friend about it too. Exactly 1 year ago, I wasn't recording YouTube videos. I was here in this apartment, but I was still figuring out how to live here on my own and do all this and what I wanted to do and where to go. And I didn't have any of the things that you see behind me at that time because I didn't start getting all this furniture until like closer to January. And a year ago, my apartment was just so much more plain and barren. And a year ago, when I went with Arlo to the dog park, I just sat the entire time in the small little dog park area. And I remember vividly because a year ago it was Halloween, and there was a baseball team there that was playing. I think they were practicing, but it was funny because like some of the guys on that team, I think it was like maybe like a junior league or something, like maybe high school, whatever. But some of them came dressed up in different costumes. It was so funny watching them. But I remember a year ago we weren't consistently doing our exercise at the park. We didn't have anything really of a schedule, and well, I mean, now that we really have been, and it'll be like it's still maybe like another another like almost like 5 months, 6 months until I reach the 1 year mark that I've been posting consistently on YouTube. And one of the biggest hurdles that I felt was just, well, what if nobody's interested in what I have to say? What if what if I'm just talking nonsense? What if? But I found that just by posting consistently, sharing what I'm doing, sharing my progress with especially my writing, and because I committed to this change in my life, I'd say about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, that if I wanted to live the life that I always wanted to have, then I'm going to have to completely change who I was before. And so today kind of really feels like a special moment in my life because of that, where I had never had this consistent of a balance with just work life, exercise, sleep, and whatnot. Excuse me, thank you, sir. And I've never been able to just like write and work on my own books and projects this consistently. And I've really hit a point where it's much easier for me to just start combing through the documents that I have saved in my Google Drive, all about some story ideas or whatnot. But I was never in a place where I could consistently write in an environment and in a mindset that allowed me to continue to build on that momentum in a way that I am now. And this whole point of my channel is to document and share step by step how I'm changing my life. And I'm excited about it. Like, it's I was telling my friend also that it kind of feels like trials and tribulations, but I know where it's going. And it gives me hope. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to kind of share a little bit about today. That was really on my heart. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put a link to Dr. Andrew Huberman's interview with Stephen Pressfield because it's it came at the right time for me. And so yeah, the next couple of months, it's gonna be me figuring out how do we find an editor, and I'm sure I'll get some inquiries and DMs from this video when I post it on social media too. There's a buddy of mine who's published a book before, and so I want to talk to him about just what that process looks like of finding an editor, because it's I feel like for me, I'll feel most secure being able to like meet the editor or like talk to them in person before I actually commit to like, yes, let's do this. Let's take the next step. But I mean, who knows? That could change, and just seeing how things go. I know that we live in a time where just the internet makes communication so much easier, so much quicker, so much more instantaneous. So who knows? That could change, but at least for me at this moment, I'd feel more comfortable, at least going by the route of a recommendation from somebody that I personally know as being the first step. Um, and then maybe after I get the first book published, it'll be different from there going forward, or whatnot, or maybe that process is going to change too. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this channel, of my videos, is to show you the process that I go through to figure out how to live the life I want to live. Because writing is an important element of it, and it's one of the biggest reasons why I committed to living on my own, to getting my own place, to just figuring it all out on my own. I wouldn't necessarily say it's all on my own. Like, you know what I mean, though. Like, in the sense that nobody's going to give me the life that I want to live. I have to work for it. I have to make it happen. I have to figure it out. And so, there's people who help me along the way, family, friends who are there for me when I truly need them, and really appreciate their encouragement and their company. But at the end of the day, they're not going to write the books for me. They're not going to put my imagination to paper. It's on me to do that. And so I'm grateful for it. And of course, I've talked about God before and my faith in God, and that's important for me also, and it helps a lot to be able to go forward with that. So you know, my channel is not one that I'm going to be spending a lot of time focusing on certain things like religion, politics, but it might come up here and there depending on how I'm feeling in the moment. But definitely, I feel like my life is in a good place right now, um, and I'm really excited to just continue going forward and sharing what's happening. So I won't keep this video too long because I'm really hungry. I feel like a little bit of a headache, and it's probably because I'm hungry. And there's a special video that I have planned really soon that I'm going to put out. It has to do with well, you'll see in a couple of days. I was going to try to do it today, but I'm just not 100% there. But don't worry, you'll see. I have something special planned. It's going to be funny with my dog, so I'll leave it at that. And that's really it. Just to kind of show you real quickly, I've kept this table here in my living room because this is where I've been combing through my book with all my edits, and I bring my computer here also to just work because I could easily just sit at my own personal desk and with my computer, but that's mostly just what I use like for gaming and for like research and stuff. But I feel like just having this own like impromptu table set up with my bookshelves behind me, the TV behind me. There's a painting that I have on the opposite wall, which I've showed in other videos before, that I like to look at. Same for the painting behind me. So it's like, I like this setup for right now. Sure, it's a big fold out plastic table, but I don't care. Like it's comfortable for me to get work done, and that's what matters the most. I forgot where I heard it, where somebody was talking about how the chair that they use to write is not a comfortable one. That might have been in the Andrew Huberman video. Now that I think about it, um, and it's funny. It's such a good point because the chair that I have for my computer, it's just a simple fold out chair. There's nothing special about it. It's not a gaming chair. It's not extra padded or whatnot because I like a firm chair. where you could feel the metal, you could feel the bit of like fabric that's used in it, because it's like I like that firmness, because I don't want to be getting too comfortable sitting down for too long. So the chair that I'm using right now, it's my workout bench. I just sit on it and it's perfect. It's great. It's firm. It's flat. It's a little padded, and it helps me just to sit down here and write. And I'm not. It's not a recliner or anything. I just have to make do, and it also helps just encourage a good posture. So I know I don't have the best posture when I'm doing my videos, but that's okay. You know. So yeah, my life right now, just going forward, is just all in on me, and that's the new title for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found something helpful and useful. And shout out, Mateo. I know that you write, and I appreciate you commenting on lots of the videos. And I can't wait to see you get a book published as well. We'll do it. We're working on it. It's going to happen. And to the many more, the millions more who will be inspired from our actions. It means a lot, because even though we may not see the impact today, one thing that posting on YouTube has really taught me is the just consistency and longevity go hand in hand if you want to make it on YouTube. So that's where we're going. So thank you. I appreciate it. My nose is getting runny. Bye bye. Ah. Good boy.